Hello everyone, this is Suraka Jafari. I'm presenting my project. My project is about study of urban parks and recreation in Bishkek. So I have considered 10 parks in the city. As you can see in the map, here is like Bishkek city, and these parks that I have considered, all of them are in Bishkek city. So these are the parks. I have added the pictures, but unfortunately I was not able to add the photos here. Yeah, I was able to add the photos but not the videos, sorry. And the videos I couldn't add here. This is the 10 parks that I have considered, and I'm going to change the base map since it's a green area, and you can see that though it's very small parts, but still, let's see. For example, this part, it's like, let's zoom in. This is the area that this park covers, and like next is the Victory Park. Let's check where is the Victory Park. As you can see that this is the Victory Park, and there are several parks considered for this project, like 10 parks I have considered. This is the Ataturk Park, one of my favorite parks. So it's very big, and we will analyze what type of this park are. And I have considered several variables to analyze this. So we will like just leave the map here and open the data analysis part. So here is the data analysis. Yeah, there. Okay, so here we have the file for the data analysis. This is the final project, a participatory mapping study of urban parks and recreation in Kyrgyzstan, in Bishkek city, Kyrgyzstan. This project is prepared by Sadaka Jafari and supervised by Professor Amidas. And the main focus of the project is SDG 11 and SDG 13. So SDG 11 is sustainable cities and communities provide universal access to safe, inclusive, and accessible green and public spaces. And also SDG 13, which is about climate action, to strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity to all countries' climate-related hazards and natural disasters. This is the data that I have considered for this project, and there is just checking the missing values and the null values in the data set. It's the data cleaning process. So of course we don't have null value or missing values since it's a small data and it's created by my own by myself, so we will not have such an issue, but still we need to make sure. And I have used Python for the data analysis because it's I'm a data scientist, and also it's easy for me to use Python to visualize and analyze the data. And I was also like very curious about how is this green area distribution in Bishkek city. So let's have a data analysis here. As you can see, here is the data. I have considered 10 parks. There are the name of the parks that I have considered, and there are the other variables that I think it's more important for the analysis, like park size, neighborhood, types of the park, benches and toilets, maintenance, usage, and accessibility. I have analyzed the data. I'll just check if there is like any missing value again to make sure that we can run the code. Here we have, please ignore the Python codes, just like focus on the graphs. We have the first graph, park size distribution by neighborhood. Here we can see that there are there is a clear spatial inequality in park size across neighborhoods. Areas like central Bishkek and also southwest Bishkek has more parks, and the parks are more crowded, and yeah, since most of the people are living there. South Bishkek benefits from larger and more spacious green spaces, suggesting a better quality and planning or more available land. But we will have further analysis on how like the central Bishkek and south west Bishkek needs to be considered as like for any investment for any project. We have number of parks by type of space. As you can see that we have different types of parks, and fortunately we have all types of the parks included in this analysis. However, we have only one type of each park in the data. It's good that we have all types of the parks. Since it's like one of each park, it all the bars are like equally distributed, but the color changes based on the type of the uh, park, because we have forested, recreational, linear, urban, prominent, and the other parks like amusement, family park. Here we have accessibility with usage. The bar chart shows like compares level of park accessibility. We have considered based on high, medium, and low accessibility. Then we have average park size by maintenance. This is very important, okay, maintenance level. And we can see that since it's the average park size and the maintenance. So as you might have remembered that we have park size in our data set, and let's see how we can use it. This is the analysis of park size and the maintenance. You can see that we have good and moderate. Let's check. So as we can see that the parks with higher size has good maintenance, and parks with the lower size and square meters has moderate maintenance. It's interesting. Again, we have availability of bench and parks. So we have number of parks here and availability of bench. Since we cannot count each and every bench in the park, so I just thought of like, yes, there are benches, some, and there are few. It means like in the whole park you just see five, three, or like four benches. This is few. This analysis is very important, and the finding is very interesting that it's good, like a huge number of parks they have like enough benches, the chairs that we can sit here. And also there are like parks that have some, it's also good, but there are parks that has lack of sufficient seatings, and it creates problem for different types of like people, especially elderly visitors. It's an issue, these parks. Parents with children, again, these parks are issue because they need a place to rest, take a break, and if there are not benches available, it will like be challenging for them to find a comfortable place to take a break. People with disabilities, yeah, this group of the people will suffer from lack of enough seats in the parks. It's not only seats that are important or the bench, it's the toilets too. The toilets also an issue. So we can see in the heat map that there are all the parks that I have considered, 70% of them have the bench, and 50% of the parks has toilet. It means that this analysis highlights a significant lack of essential facilities in half of the parks, which is not good, and it shows that like the government and also NGO investors should consider the parks since it's very important, and um, should like consider and invest on these parks. Now we have number of parks by the neighborhood. As I already mentioned in the beginning that South Bishkek and Central Bishkek has like yeah, these areas has like more parks, and the other areas has like less green space. This is like basically the distribution of green area in the city. Now we have usage by types of the space. So different colors has shows different usage, as we have in the data usage. Here is the usage: high, medium, high, or and we have low. So high, medium, and low are the three features that's considered. So we can see here that the different types of the park and how is the usage. High, it means that the forested growth, the mixed use, and this parks has high usage. And open space, recreational and family parks has medium usage, and the botanical parks has a low usage. But let's see how are the size of this park differs. Interesting. However, the usage of some of the parks are not so much, but still these parks have covered a huge area like botanical. This heat map is like tree map is based on the size of the size and the types of the park. So this, as we understood here, the usage of this park is low. See, it's the orange and it's low. But we can see that here is the size is bigger. But the parks that has high usage, like forested growth, mixed use, or like amusement parks, this has high usage, but the size is like smaller. Here we can see a very small area. This means that the land allocation is not equally, and it shows that even within a small city, still like the green area should be distributed equally, and everything and every feature should be considered. Once again, we can make a conclusion that Bishkek needs more equitable, accessible, and functional parks, especially in under served areas. Support. Public Health and SDG 11 and SDG 13 that I already discussed what are the purpose of this SDG. The whole purpose of this project is that this urban green area location matters because access to green space supports mental health and physical health, environmental justice, and overall community well-being. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope the findings are interesting for you because it's really interesting for me, and I really wish to have like a big data and analyze it. As a data scientist, there are many questions in my mind. I really want to know like what's like if I consider a huge data set about Kyrgyzstan or about like 2 or 3 big cities, how would be the analysis? Thank you so much for your attention. Have a great day.